Hi guys, it is October, which means it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So be careful because I've got another side effect, which is dried cracked lips, and I've got just blood on my lip there. You have to be careful. So this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I want to share my full story with you again, so that will get you to check yourself and not be in a predicament that I am in right now. So I want to say it was around about October, August of the previous year that I actually found a lump on my left breast while I was in the shower. Now it was really quite small and it's a very defined lump. You won't be like, oh, is that a lump or is that not a lump? You just know it's not been there before, and it's like a ball. Mine was like a little ball and you could literally like squash it and feel it like all the way around. I got a little bit scared at first and I didn't bother to go to the doctor about it. So what had happened was it kind of got a little bit bigger, so I kind of got a little bit more worried, and as I was like turning around to do like cleaning and stuff, I would actually feel the lump without even putting my finger on it or anything like that. So I went ahead and I went to go and see my GP. So that's your first point of contact if you actually find anything, because just because you've got a lump there doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be breast cancer. It could be like a cyst or something like that, so you're really going to have to go and check out. So your GP will do their checks. Mine was saying that generally with like a breast cancer that the lump doesn't move about, because it would kind of like go from one place and then go to another place kind of thing. But like that's what she was saying. So she gave me a requisition to go and have a ultrasound done. So anyway, I got a little bit scared once again, and I left that for about 7 months before I even bothered to go and have that done. I mean, I don't know, like there was things going on at the time. I was scared. Like, you don't want it to be confirmed, do you? I don't know. I don't know what was going on in my head. But anyway, lesson learned from that is if you do find something, please go straight away to the doctor and do all the things that the doctor's telling you to do, because further down the line it might not have necessarily have been chemotherapy for me if I would have been more snappy at getting this resolved. So anyway, when I finally got my proverbial doo-doo together, I went and had I phoned the ladies up for the appointment for the ultrasound, and then the lady on the phone was there like, you really need to have a mammogram as well. And I was like, oh, the doctor's only given me a requisition for a ultrasound. And she was there like, no, we recommend that you do a mammogram as well because they show different results. So anyway, I went and had the ultrasound done, and then I had the mammogram done. The mammogram wasn't as scary as what I thought it was going to be. Everything was fine with that. I mean, I don't have a big chest, but I mean, it's like moderate, I would say. I mean, it didn't hurt. Everything was fine. And then from that mammogram, they decided the girl that was doing it, no, it was ultrasound. When the girl was doing the ultrasound, she was there like, no, we need to book you in for a biopsy. And I'd already told them it had taken me like 7 months to get to this point. So bless the girl that did the ultrasound. She was like, no, you need to have a biopsy, and you need to have that biopsy tomorrow. So what do you want to do? Do you want to have it in the morning or in the afternoon? Now, obviously, that became as a bit of a shock to me because, you know, you're having an ultrasound and then somebody's now telling you you really need to go and have a biopsy. So I came back the next day and had the biopsy. That's where they literally have like a needle and they go into the breast and they get parts of the tissue out, and they go in about, I think with mine they did about 4 or 5 samples. and when it clicks and then it grabs the tumour and they pull it out. So anyway, I had that done, and then I told that lady it had taken me 7 months to get to this point. And she looked at me in the face and she was there like, you're stronger than you think you are. And what I need you to do, I need you to go home. I need you to phone the doctor, and I need you to get an appointment with your doctor in the next 2 weeks. You do not sit on this. This is very, very important. You have to have a phone call with your doctor in 2 weeks. So that kind of like scared me. That really scared me, because it's like, well, why is she saying that? They obviously know something, but they didn't say anything. They were very professional, which I'm very glad about, because I don't want them to turn around and say, oh, it could possibly be cancerous at the time, because I didn't want to wait the 2 weeks kind of thing. So anyway, the 2 weeks came. My doctor called me in May, and I did a video right after the fact almost, where she had told me that I have breast cancer. So that kind of hits you like a ton of bricks, because the word breast cancer, and then you start to think that you are dying. And I don't want you to think that, because there's very different variations of breast cancer, and there's different stages. There's stuff where it's just actually isolated to the actual location. So for me, yeah, that was a shock. It was shock to my husband as well. So after that, I had to wait to get on to a breast care program, it's called, in Alberta. So that's where I got to see a surgeon. So the protocol that I took was they removed the tumour first. So I went and had breast surgery to remove the breast cancer from the left breast. And basically it had moved to one of my lymph nodes in my arm. So when they do the surgery, they put a blue dye into your body, and that then shows the surgeon which of the nodes are more likely to have cancer in them. And one of them out of the 4 had, like, it was suspected to be cancerous. So basically the tumour from the breast went up a lymph node, like blood vessel, and moved over. So that meant now that I had invasive ductal carcinoma. That's my cat. Well, that is not my cat. My cat is coming down the shelf. Okay. So that turned out that I had invasive ductal carcinoma stage 2. Are you going to say hello to the world? Hey? Mummy's not crying. Mummy can say about all this stuff now. So we went ahead and had that surgery done on June the 23rd, it was. And then after that, I was told that I would have to go and have chemotherapy. So this is where I want to bring breast cancer awareness to you right now. If you find a lump in your breast, or if you find a lump anywhere, it's best to go and have it sorted straight away, because what could have happened was they could have just popped out the tumour from my breast and I would never have needed chemotherapy. And the only reason why I needed the chemotherapy is because it went to one of my lymph nodes, and the cancer cells are so small that they can't detect whether it's like gone, you know, any further damage, and that's the only way that they can make sure that this cancer is going to go away from me. So they prescribed 2 sets of chemotherapy. So the one stage would be 3 chemotherapies, and then the second stage would be another 3 chemotherapies, and then after that chemotherapy I'm going to do radiation. I have quite possibly one of the best hospitals for treatment. I'm at the Cross Cancer Institution in Edmonton, I have had nothing but good things happen to me at that hospital. I had to go and have a CT scan, a bone scan, an MRI, and this is to make sure that the cancer didn't get into my bones, making sure that the cancer hasn't spread to any of my organs, and also to like your blood and stuff. So and every single time before I have chemotherapy, I have my blood works done to make sure that my my kidneys and my liver and all my red and white and platelets are all good to go for another round of chemotherapy. So I'm in very good spirits. Don't get me wrong. I've had a very hard time with the hair loss thing. It's been a bit upsetting for me as the hair loss. I do have wigs, which gets me through that, and I also have headscarves and stuff like that. But also going through this is all the positive aspects of what you learn about yourself when you have this going on in your life. And that's what I like to take away, like how much of a strong person I've been, how it's changing my personality in good ways, that I didn't necessarily like before all of this. So there are good positive things that come out of all of this. So I don't want you to think it's all doom and gloom. And obviously I'm going to have, I do have a very good survival rate, and my chemotherapy has been, touch wood, quite good. This last chemotherapy has been quite bad. But I've only got another 2 rounds now, and I get to ring that bell. So I guess the takeaway here from my cancer journey, my cancer story, for breast cancer awareness today or this month is please go and check yourselves out. Just because you found a lump, it doesn't mean it's cancerous, and just because it's breast cancer doesn't mean that you're going to die. So this is my breast cancer awareness video for you guys. This is my present, so please make sure that other people in your life are checking themselves out. Thank you so much for watching, and please take care, and thank you so much for your comments. Bye bye.